Okie dokie. Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back. Gonna get started here in just a second after I make sure everything's running good. Thanks for letting me have some dinner. Alright. It looks like I'm live on Twitch, live on YouTube. Thanks everyone for joining me. Hello, and welcome to my 12-hour live stream in donation for Extra Life. Extra-life.org if you want to find out more about the group. I'm doing a 12-hour Extra Life stream playing Lord of the Rings Online here on twitch.tv/LOTRO stream and youtube.com/Lord of the Rings/live. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Cordovan, Jerry Snook. I am the community manager for Lord of the Rings Online. And I'm going to be with you here until midnight. I am on Landreval, leveling up Dwinstrel, the Dwarven Minstrel. I will also be giving away some Turbine Point codes and some Ghost Bear certificates. One of which I will be doing very shortly. I appreciate everyone being back on YouTube here, also. White Goliath class and the whole gang there. Hello, Stage 541. What did I have for dinner? I had a tofu. Oh man, what do they even call it now? It's like kind of a Thai thing. Curry. There we go. I had a tofu yellow curry, and for dessert, I had a peanut butter flax and hemp sort of brownie bar looking thing. It was good stuff. So I'm back here today. I just want to say if you would like to donate, I do have some incentives to give away, and I can talk a little bit about that later. You can find out more about it on the LOTRO forums. I have up above here some URLs if you want to donate to me right now. It's extra-life.org/team/LOTRO or extra-life.org/participant/Jerry Snook. My goal is $3,000. We are so close. We have got about 6 hours and some yet to go to raise $342.91. $342.91. There we go. I'm actually going to change this. There we go. I'll do that here for the rest of the evening. Give people a little bit of a different view of things. That way I don't have to look off on the camera quite so much either. Makes it a little bit nicer. So I'm on Landreval, I'm on Dwinstrel, a Dwarven Minstrel, and I am leveling up when I'm not dancing. But why don't we let Dwinstrel dance a wee bit longer while I do a little giveaway. I'm going to give away 500 Turbine Points to one person in the Twitch chat and one person over on YouTube. It's going to be randomly drawn. It looks like we have 51 folks right now over in Twitch. And you get it. Achillean32. Achillean32, congratulations. You are my Turbine Point code winner here over on Twitch. Let me whisper it to you right now. Now, I'm going to do a Turbine Point code over on YouTube. And we've got 12 folks on YouTube right now. Devor Pavlik, congratulations. You have won a 500 Turbine Point code. Why does it say my stream is offline? Let me refresh just to make sure. Ah, okay. Good, I'm not offline. Alright. So, Clevebeard says donate today or next weekend to Movember. Such hard choices. Well, I kind of tried to keep the donations low. Well, lowish. So that you could perhaps, if you wanted to, if you were one of those folks who play both games, you could donate to both. Alright, let me switch back over to a different view. I do appreciate everybody who's donated. Actually, let me grab my phone quick, because I got a running total of names o people to thank. We love you too, Gussie Moose. Thank you so much for being the host while I ate curry and brownie stuff. Legal brownie stuff. Congratulations to Greg N. for your kind donation. Let me scroll down here. Also, Christine for 25, Zoe for 35, and James Dale for 50. I really appreciate everyone here donating as much as you want. So I am giving away some turbine points in on the forums. Let me actually go through that real quick. Vegetarian brownie, as a matter of fact, it was vegan. Not that I'm a vegan. I am a vegetarian, but I'm not a vegan. But this one just so happened to be. So there we go. I look younger without the facial hair, you know? I've had some other people tell me that. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Probably good, because it's less gray, right? But I don't look so good without facial hair, I don't think. So I don't know. I don't know about this. Maybe, though. Besides, who wants to look young? I would rather look knowledgeable and wizened, like Gandalf. Alright, so, what are my incentives? We've already hit the 2,000. Actually, we hit the 2,500 one. So as you can see, I'm going to be giving away 10, 20, 500 turbine point codes randomly to everyone who donates at least $2. Only $2. And I know some people are like, well, that seems kind of cheap. Please, if you're broke, if you can only spend $2, that is perfectly fine. There is nothing at all to be embarrassed about that. If we get a bunch of $2 donations as people sort of enter the raffle, so to speak, for these turbine point codes, that's fine. It'll add up to a big difference for the Boston Children's Hospital and other hospitals for the Children's Miracle Network, which is what this whole Extra Life thing is about. I'm also giving out some titles, Hero of the Small Folk and Ghost Bears. Here's a pic of the Ghost Bear right there. And there's a title, Hero of the Small Folk. Individual incentives, if you donate $5, they'll give you a custom forum title. $10 is a custom forum avatar. Just kind of let me know what you want, and I'll do my best to make it happen. $20 is the Hero of the Small Folk title, and then $30 is the Ghost Bear Pet Certificate. Now, this is all cumulative, so if you donate $30, you get up to 3 Ghost Bears, the title, the avatar, and the forum title. If you want to donate a lot, $100, and I will hang out with you or your kin in-game sometime over the next couple months or whatever works best for you. No real deadline on this sort of thing. I had one person last year that was like, well, how about this summer? And I was like, yep, this summer is perfectly fine. No problem. I am not picky on any of that. I'll give away some things that I can give away and hang out with you folks and answer some questions and, you know, just overall have a good time. So please, if you can even donate a couple dollars, that all helps a lot. And there's nothing at all to be embarrassed about there. So please to consider. Hey, White Goliath, nice to see you here. Yes, curry, tofu curry. So we have this thing in the office called a Lean Box. It's sort of like a .com style vending machine, which is way cooler than your average vending machine. And they have things like saag paneer and Indian food and curries and all sorts of yummy stuff. Just briefly change that so you can read it. There we go. All right, I am back in game and I'm gonna do some leveling up. So I need to bring the gear to Bavor here. Once I figure out which direction I'm going. For the $100 donation, does it all have to be in one shot? No, this is all cumulative. You know, because I do get a moderate level number of donations, it may be easier if you just sort of ping me afterwards and say, hey, I donated to $100 at, in, you know, several chunks or what have you. Or perhaps, you know, me and my kin are getting together to donate $100 and these are the members of my kin. However we can work it out, it's perfectly fine. I'm not going to be too picky about it. Provided you can put together such a hefty donation, I am absolutely going to honor it. So... White Goliath, if you sent me a PM on the forums, just keep it that way. It'll be easier for me to just go through my PM inbox first thing on Monday and take care of everyone's needs here. Greek food is amazing. Yeah, I love Greek food too. I'm a big fan of like falafel and hummus in particular. And spinach pie. Oh, I love that stuff. So good. I'm gonna get everyone hungry.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Where's the 5th gear at? The 5th and final gear from a terrible spider lair. Okay, well, I guess I'll do that then before I head over to avert a war. So that's what I'll do. I will pick up that 5th gear, and then I will move on to the rest of the prologue. Hi Maiden, how's it going? I appreciate you being here very much. It's great to see you today as well. So let's see, what else could I talk about? In case you haven't seen it, or heard me mention this earlier, we do have on Bull Roarer 2 big pieces that are going to be, well, like half in 19.1 and half in 19.2. The first thing we did is we made some significant performance improvements, well, we made some game performance improvements that have to do with what happens, there's a certain level of game degradation that happens when there is a large number of buffs and debuffs on a creature. It adds up over time. So in particular, a lot of raid bosses are causing this issue with our game engine because it's all... it tends to be where you stack a lot of buffs and debuffs. Buffs on you, debuffs on them. And so we had one of our engineers do a whole bunch of work this week to correct an issue with that. And we're giving it a test this weekend on Bull Roarer. So if you're a raider... if you care about this sort of... I don't want to say lag. You guys would call it lag. We don't call it lag because it's not latency. It's a game engine thing. Check it out. Let us know if it's good. The other thing we put in place on that you can check out right now on Bull Roarer is a bunch of PVMP changes. And I suppose I could actually call up those release notes in just a little bit and kind of talk a little bit about what happened. But in general, we've upped the creeps. Creep side's getting a, hopefully, boost to put them... on par with the Freeps and solve some of those kind of never-ending PVMP issues there. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if we're as successful as we hope to be with this game performance thing, it'll affect any circumstance where there's a lot of buffing and debuffing going on. But in particular, we would think that raids would be one area where it might be particularly noticeable, just sort of due to the nature of how raids work. Okay. So that's going on. Hobnanigans is this weekend. As a matter of fact, in a little bit here, I might actually pop on over to the Hobnanigans Festival here on my admin, just so I can get a better sense of what's going on. Let you guys see a little bit of that. We are working on update 19.1. I think, let me look at my calendar here. I'm tempted to say it's going to be not next week, but the week after is our current targeted date on 19.1. That all depends how things
They approach.
check out on,
Defend
say,
us.
QA and all the rest. But that's the general thinking, is that it'll be within the next couple of weeks here. And 19.1 has the creep stuff in it, this performance thing, some bug fixes, I believe a little bit more in terms of flora gathering, another place where you can get it, and just some general tweaks. We'll have release notes, of course, on the day of. That's actually one of the things I'm going to do, if not Monday, then pretty close to it. I'm going to be working on 19.1 release notes. But that should be within the next couple of weeks. And then afterwards we have 19.2 that I know has some itemization, some new Flora awards, things like that. We also have perhaps some more hunter work if we can get it in. I don't know, we'll kind of have to see. I don't want to make any promises I can't keep, but we'll see. Spider lair, spider lair. Where, oh where is the spider lair? It's a web, very large. Catches creeps. Just like flies. Look out! Yeah. Any info on the North Ithilien event? Yeah, I can get you some info on that. I'll have to look it up, but yeah. I can get you some info on that in a little bit here. What it's going to be is a particular color of flora is going to get a big old boost, so you'll get a lot more of it. That's the core of the flora bonus. And then we can pick different kinds of... Yeah, pick, right? We can pick different kinds of flowers for these bonuses as we want. Kind of rotate it through the various things. Okay. Oops.
menu! Baruch Hadad! Hadad ay menu!
All right. Okay, what am I looking for?
Baruch Hadad!
All right, so I'm looking for a gear is what I'm looking for. Oh, there we go. There's my gear. Nice and easy. All right, now to get thee back to Bavor. Sorry, I'm not gonna troll the LOTRO folks with too much DDO talk. You know, I am doing community management for both games, but I need to try to keep them separate. You know, a lot of LOTRO players don't want to hear about DDO any more than a lot of DDO players want to hear about LOTRO. Now we do have actually, you know, quite a bit of crossover, right? So there's a whole bunch of people that play both, but clearly not everybody. And so I want to try to keep the talk about the various games for the most part separate between the two. Joego says, I'm a little worried about the new Essence grind that's coming with update 19.1 for people with 4+ characters. It would be a nice thing to ask for feedback specifically on that, just like we did for the Flora system on 19. Sure. What in particular is your concern? You know, I mean, I don't want to sound too harsh, but the reality is endgame grinds tend to be grinds a little bit. So it's gonna take you a little while, and that's okay. But if we're really far off on something, you know, then that's absolutely valuable feedback. So just, you know, make a post on the forums, Bull Roar forums, regular forums, whatever works best for you, and we will see that and we will respond to it. So if we don't, you know, respond in person, then it's simply because we're busy doing some other things. But we will read it, I promise you. Alright. So November 15th-ish? Yeah, I think that's the general time frame we're shooting for. Could be a little sooner, could be a little later based on work that's done in the next, you know, week. But yeah, something like that. Alright, Shoigo follows up. I'm totally against easy grind, but I'm worried it may be way too heavy and demotivate many players in the future. Could be wrong. That's why it'd be good to get feedback. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I hear you. We'll see, right? I'd be curious if you know about this kind of upcoming Essence grind. What makes you feel that it would perhaps be onerous for you with multiple characters as opposed to other sort of Essence, grinds that there are in LOTRO right now for various collections and crafting and that? So those are the big things. We got Hobnanigans, we have the Yule Fest coming up. Let me see if I can, while I'm here, let me see if I can not run off a cliff and get you some info on that. Alright, so this upcoming weekend will be our North Ithilien event. It starts... Oh no, that's not it at all. Totally wrong. We have a loot box weekend coming up. The new North Ithilien event is December 8th to December 14th. It gets turned on 10 o'clock Eastern on December 8th and gets shut off at 3 a.m. Eastern on December 14th. So we usually will message it as through December 13th. And I will look up, I have to check my email here to remember what it actually is, but I'll do that here in just a sec. I've got so many windows open and stuff. It's killing me. I've got a pretty meaty computer here, but still it's not indomitable. Client catch up to me just a little bit. Okay, so the Flora event is going to be a boost for green. That means more plants that primarily drop verdant extract will be available. So that'll be like the buckthorn, the elf sphere, and the oxlip. It'll give you the verdant extract along with a chance at another common or a small chance at an amber or sapphire. And that'll be running that weekend. But it's going to be a lot more green. So, and then we also have, brown, red, orange, and blue that we can boost with this bonus as well. But we're starting off with the green here. So that's detail about what you can expect for this event here. There we go. Let me try to kill a few windows just to help my stream out a little bit. Any new Yule housing items planned for this year's Yule Fest? I don't know. I'm going to have to check. How often will this North Ithilien event be? It's going to be part of our regular event schedule rotation. So, we put together basically quarterly calendars for this stuff and post it on the forums, and you can expect to see this bonus go into place, every couple of months or whatever, as we rotate through our various bonuses. Is there a treasure hunt event coming up, or did I miss it? Yeah, there is. Right. Would the grind be too easy if, say, the flowers we pick were shared between all characters in our barter wallet instead of being bound to character? What that would mean, it would impact the drop rate, right? I mean, the drop rate is set based on various factors, including how much are you obtaining in X amount of time, right? So.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Did I get clues in boxes? Oh gosh, I'm never gonna do that. Let's see what happens. So I think it's currently designed in a way that bound to character would not be something we'd be likely to do. If we were to, or make them unbound rather, or farmable, bound to account. I think if we were to do that, well, you know, we'd have to, I don't know. I'm actually not quite sure what we'd have to do there. So I would think it would be moon, sun, jewel. Before first light of the sun. So moon, axe, sun, jewel is how I would think it would be. But where are these levers? Where are these levers of which thou speaketh? I seest not levers of which to do things with. Set up the stairs. I ain't see no levers. Ma? Where's them levers, Ma?
Welcome. You have come at a most fortuitous time.
Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Back to chat quick. Bogolin says, I've been banned from the game, and the reason specified is no reason specified. I got a 1 week ban for no reason at all. What should I do? Well, you probably were not banned for no reason, but probably whatever the reason was not included in the space on the ticket to tell you what it was for. So what to do, you can find out more information about what caused the disciplinary action by getting in touch with in-game support, and that can be done through support.turbine.com. When you go there, you'll submit a ticket, and there's a section for in-game and ban appeal. And in that ban appeal section, you could say, hey, I just want to know more details about why I got this ban. And that'll do it. So. Oh, you got banned from the forums. Well, let me see. I didn't ban anyone from the forums. So, I don't know. Yeah, normally there is a message in there, so I'm not, like I say, I don't know what's up. So. So, if you're banned in-game, you're also banned on the forums. So, it could be that whatever caused you to be banned in-game affected your forum thing, but if you know your forum display name, I can look that up at least. So. The delete keys, my friend? What does the delete key do? Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I can send the camera around the room here in a little bit. Alright, so what did I say? Let me relook at my puzzle thing. So before all else, the silvery light of the moon can be seen. So it should be moon, and then the axe is before the sun. The sun rises after the moon is set. So I'm going to say it should be moon, axe, sun, then jewel is in the light of the sun, which is after there. So moon, axe, sun, jewel. Moon, axe, sun, jewel. Hey, I did it. All right. Sweet. I am the champion, my friend. Yeah, I mean, I can't speak as to what might have caused it. You know, there's so many things it could be. I wouldn't even want to speculate.
And your families.
I kind of want to be an axe wielder, but I could do the sword for a little while. I don't have a crown though, apparently. So yeah, take that. Cool. Done. Alright, so now, time to do the rest of the prologue stuff. How am I holding up so far? Oh, piece of cake. You know, so I'm not doing 24 hours because I just have too much to do tomorrow. I have church on Sundays. Yes, I go to church. I am then having to rake the leaves in my yard. I live by myself. I'm single. I got a big house with a big yard. Not a big old house. And, oh man, I got leaves like you wouldn't believe. So I got to do that. And then I've got stuff on Sunday evening to do as well. So I can't say go all night and then try to sleep and get everything else done I need to do. Plus I'm doing this all again next weekend. But 12 hours ain't nothing. I mean, there are weekends where I'm putting in 12 hours of gaming just because that's the way I am. So I'm holding up just fine. This is a piece of cake. Will I continue this character if I leave my community manager placement for LOTRO? Yeah, absolutely. That's not going to happen, though, anytime soon, I don't think. Hopefully. I think I'm going to be doing the CM gig for hopefully many moons to come. And yeah, next weekend I'm doing a Movember stream, and that's for the other game. So. And that's why I'm all shaved off, is for Movember. Which raises money for, like, prostate cancer research, testicular cancer research, support programs for families of fathers and that are suffering from these cancers. I mean, you can find all the stuff online if you care. But this is for Extra Life. Before I start this prologue, I'm actually going to go and want to do another Turbine Point giveaway, and then also talk a little bit about Extra Life and where we set in our donations. Gussie Moose is doing 24 hours. You know, I would do 24 hours, except like I say, I've only got 2 days here. I got a lot of stuff I gotta get done. So that's what's up. But I wanted to do this. Has Turbine announced any new games that we're working on? Kind of. It's a little bit old news at this point, but Warner Brothers has announced that we're working on Batman Arkham Underworld, which just got released, recently, over the summer, and a unannounced Game of Thrones IP mobile title. And I can't say anything more than that. I'd say its odds are pretty good. Not that you're going to die, but that LOTRO is going to be here for a long time to come. What about a Game of Thrones MMO? That'd be pretty rad. Maybe. But man, I game for 12 hours. Less so now that I'm a middle-aged guy with a kid and all the rest, but 12 hours isn't that bad. I don't think you get royalties for suggesting that there might be a video game based on Batman. Sorry, Technical 13. Spoiler alert! Batman video games are made. Ooh.
What can I do for you?
Let me travel now.
The Ranger Langlass prepares to mount an effort to rescue the elf prince Aberfall from the clutches of the treacherous Downhand.
You must hurry.
Careful, there will be many enemies. fine. I didn't want to heal you anyway.
They know we are here.
Well, yeah, we just been killing them. Sort of what happens, dude. Oh, revives a defeated ally. Okay. That's coolio. I mentioned the Lonely Mountains as a likely place to visit next year, but we didn't know how we would get there. How about an eagle ride? Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'll leave that up to the content team, the quest designers and stuff, to see what they feel might be best. Come on, dude, open the door. Oh, okay.
You are a boon companion.
Let us end this. Deliver Avathal to us or face the consequences. Fool, did you think we would keep him there? Avathul has already been taken to Kilidul. He will die. You will die. All of our foes will die. That sounds like the ravings of a madman. Or me. Absolutely kind of mad. Come, my pets. My hen Dandrival.
Our efforts were for naught.
Ooh. Woot woot. Woot woot. What am I doing? Am I getting the thing?
Greetings.
Yeah, I don't know that it's going to be Eagle Riders or whatever, but they'll figure it out.
How can I be of service? Stay a moment.
So I'm going back to Khalil. I wish I was better at this sort of thing. It's true. I don't know crap. Ain't none too good with them words. At the top of the hour, all of Extra Life had raised over 5.8 million. Very cool. I changed my combat stance unintentionally. It's affecting my DPS. Yeah, I should change that back. Dissonance seems like the way to go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are several ways. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different ways you could do it. You know, before I move, let me give away some turbine points. Actually, I'm not going to do turbine points. I'll do ghost bears this time around. So, I'm going to give away one ghost bear code to someone over on Twitch and one ghost bear code for someone over on YouTube, and it's going to be random. We currently have 77 viewers on Twitch, and I'm going to use a random number generator to figure out who gets it. Sonalian, you are the winner of a Ghost Bear code. I will whisper it to you. Congratulations. And if you don't win one, but you want to get one, $30, $30 donation will get to Extra Life. We'll get you one. And then let me do one over on YouTube. We have got 22 folks over on YouTube right now. Sniper Vixen 123, you get a Ghost Bear code. I will message that to you over on YouTube. Congratulations to you both. There you go. All right. Let's do this. Let me refresh the stream too to see what we have for fundraising. We are at $2,872. I am looking to raise $300, so we have got a mere 127. How much? 2872. Yeah, I can do this. I can do math. So that would be $127.81 before I hit my goal. So not too much. Almost there. And we have a $10,000 goal for Team Turbine. That would be every team member put all together. So that would be fantastic as well. Doing really great here. We're currently the 229th most fundraisingest team in Extra Life this weekend. Out of 63 teams, we are number 229. Top team is Mind Crack with $167,000. Then Giant Bomb, $131,000. Mastermind Dungeons and Dragons doing real good with 64. Reddit, of course, doing great. Extra Life Edmonton and Kinda Funny. Colin and Greg and those folks at 50 grand. So very cool. Very, very cool to everyone who's participating this year in Extra Life. All right. All right, we're caught up. Let me go back to the dour hands and kick their dour behinds.
I am at your service.
Avorthal had been moved from the Dowerhand encampment to a ship preparing to depart for an unknown port in the north. His rescue is paramount to maintaining peace in Eredluin.
Hadan Aimenu!
What is happening? I often feel like that. To me, dwarves. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Praise Elbereth, one who might be.
You are here to free me? Skorgrim Dowerhand has raised a goblin army in the cleft of Rath Tereg, and unless we stop him, he will sweep through all the free lands. There is no time to waste, my friend. We will need to defeat the captain and his crew if we are to escape from Keledul with our lives and bring word of the danger which grows stronger within Rath Tereg. The captain will soon return. Quickly, untie my hands! We need to escape from here. Okay.
Hadan Aimenu! Hadan Aimenu!
Victory is ours! Yay!
The shadow has risen.
We must hurry. Skorgrim has assembled an army of goblins within Rath Tereg, and through my rescue should end the threat of war between dwarves and elves. Light of morning, and may our chances for peace also shine bright. Aww.
Ne Giovanna.
World of Middle-earth says a rebuilt Arket would be most welcome. It is, after all, already complete in the previous phase. As for the benefits, it could be a new haven for roleplay. That would be cool. We're talking about like North Mirkwood, Linden, and some other perhaps underutilized sections of Middle-earth and Lord of the Rings Online. It's all cool.
Greetings.
Cool stuff.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Alright, we are headed to South Gondomar. Rath Tereg. Great. Can do that. Yeah, I'm hearing some great suggestions in chat and on our YouTube side and all that too. Thanks for all that. Cultivate for the win. Yeah, it kind of sounds like it. Huh? Eek. Bad doggies. Diseased Chillwind.
Hadat ay menu!
Oops. There we go. Killer Tunes. Yes. It's Iron Maiden. It's a cover band.
I am at your service.
Easy enough.
Come and stay a moment, friend. Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a
I'm
moment?
level 15. I don't really need to worry about this stuff, do
I
I?
would be grateful for your
Guess
assistance.
from there anyway.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Alright. So I assume I'm heading back to where I just came from. Yep. Okay. Yeah, no doubt. I do that all the time. Like, I'm in game and I'm just like, where am I? Oh no, I'm watching a stream. Frequently, that is done. These guys sound pretty funny.
Baruch Hadat! I menu!
Alright, that's done. Okay, so I've just got some range goblins to take care of. And spiders. See, are the stingers the ones I'm looking for, maybe? There we go, cool. Alright, there we go. So, looks like I just got spiders yet. Alright, let me see. Run to the hills. Yeah. Hey, King Weeble, appreciate you being here. Yeah, the clarinet music is nice. So King Weeble says, I made a forum post, but I don't think anyone checks the forums nowadays. Not true. I check the forums a lot, and I see the devs read them all the time. They don't always respond, but they read. But I thought about buyable class points. Keep it so the maximum for quest points is 82, or make it raise a bit by like 2 or 3, and make it purchasable. I don't know that we plan to do that. We kind of like having a certain limit there, but, you know, it's an interesting suggestion. Devor Pavlik, did you win anything yet? Yeah, you did. Check your message over on YouTube. I got you a Ghost Bear code. Thanks, Anonymous Anon. Appreciate it. Any plans to increase yard slots in classic housing? No plans to really do much. I mean, we're going to support classic housing for some time to come, but I don't know of any plans to really, create new things for it short term. We just debuted premium housing, and we still have some things we want to do there. So I think we'll probably end up focusing on that short term. But that's not to say we're done with classic housing. Far from it. Yes, LOTRO was nominated as the most beautiful MMO, and voting has begun. I would post a link, but you cannot here. Okay, I wasn't aware that there was a further round of voting that was taking place, but that's very cool. I will look into it. As far as why you can't post a link, I'm not sure. I think it must be a YouTube anti-spam thing. But if you get me that link either on the forums or Facebook or Twitter or however you can best get in touch with us, I would be happy to spread the word. Because yes, I agree. I think pretty clearly LOTRO is an amazing looking game. And I'm not just saying that because I'm working on it. I've often felt that about this game. Our artists just do such an exceptional job. And it's really, really something special. I am Here's my final spider. Nice. Okay, so now going back. Sorry, I had a little bit of moderation. We had one of YouTube's finest stinking up the chat. Had to do a quick bananation. Oh, this ain't the right place, is it? Nope. I'm gonna be heading back there in a little bit. Alright, King Weeble says, can I tell us some of the ideas from players that you like? The ideas that you may want to forward on to add to the game possibility. I hear a lot of great ideas from the community, but that's not really how it works. I'm not really, like, say, the gatekeeper of ideas from the community that go to the development team. The way it tends to work is, you know, the devs will read the forums, they'll read Facebook and Twitter, and they'll keep an eye on live streams, they'll watch things after the fact, they'll watch streamers and just do all that sort of thing. And when they see ideas that they like, or perhaps that fit with things that they're working on, they'll be like, oh, that's cool, yeah, I can do that. And they'll work on that sort of thing. But in terms of the ideas specifically, I mean, it's kind of maybe not quite like that. It's not like, we're going to pick this guy's idea, now we're going to pick this guy's idea. It just isn't quite how it works, really. But
Friend. Greetings, traveler.
oh, there we go. Looks like I'm taking that. Where's that fourth door? Oop, looks like I got an inventory slot.
I am at your service.
Alright, song for the company, and where's that? Elsewhere. Elsewhere. Huh. Let me see here. Okay, the prancing pony is in 3. The epic book. Hunter's Lodge, east of Gondom. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. There you are. Any plans for more fishing achievements? Not really. I mean, not that it would never happen, but I haven't heard of anyone planning to do further fishing stuff. I know that you guys like it, and so it might happen someday, but... Will premium housing ever have its own storage space not shared with classic housing? I read the dev diary on it, was disappointed to discover they shared it, as I'd gotten rid of my standard house in my free account, thinking you could move stuff over and didn't have enough space. Yeah. I think that now that we have introduced premium housing and seen what the demand is for it, seen what kind of revenue we can use against further development and things like that, there may well be some things we can do there. I don't want to promise specifically that we'd have separate storage. There may be some kind of like data bloat issues or something like that. An engineer would need to sign off on, I'm sure. But perhaps it's something we could do. Show you what character traits you're missing. That would be nice. No, you guys can ask away. It gives me something to talk about. That's all good. Like I say, I don't, unfortunately, the thing is when it comes to, and this happens, I've said this before, but when I get bombarded with a lot of could we, can we's, you know, suggestion lists or sort of things like that, the answer is always going to be kind of no, unless it's specifically on our agenda for the next couple of updates. So it's hard to answer those questions over and over because you're not saying no, you're just saying, well, I haven't heard of anything about doing it now. And sometimes that's disappointing to people because they're like, oh, they're not going to do anything. They don't want to do any of the things we like. Well, that's not really the case. It's just more that I can't say we're going to promise something that we're not going to promise. You know what I mean? So it's tough to get a lot of those kind of questions, but I do like it. So we'll see, you know. But ask away. It never hurts to ask. Have I chosen a crafting profession yet? No, I haven't. I need to do that. Any ideas about maps like Linden and Mirkwood North Erebor? I don't know of any plans to expand to that. Are you able to send in a ticket to get your mithril coins back if you purchased a house not realizing the storage was shared? I don't know. It's always worth a try, but it depends. I mean, there's no place that I'm aware of that we have specifically said that it is shared. So I don't, it's kind of a buyer beware thing. Like, you kind of need to know before you buy, but I understand what you're saying. So maybe, send in a ticket to account support, see what happens. Can I get other LOTRO stream members to mod on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know that it's really an issue. You know, I've been doing this since July. And I had one guy just spam up the chat with profanity and all that time, and it took me like 10 seconds to get rid of him. So I don't know that it's really necessary. But... okay. Is the game going to be extended beyond 2017? Yes, that has never been an issue, and will continue to be a non-issue. Anyone who is telling you the game's gonna die in 2017 is trolling you.
Prepare to march upon the goblin army of Rath-Tarang.
Cool. Are we gonna get trolls as a PC race? Probably not. I can't imagine why we would do something like that. That doesn't seem like a thing we'd do. Not that I'm against it. I'm just saying. Doesn't seem too likely. Something? Suppers! Cool. We need not rest. We have Dwinstrel the Dwarven Minstrel. Wait, something is not right here. This minstrel appears to be OP. Where am I going? Where are you at, man? Where'd you go? Where are you at, Thule? Uh-oh. I lost you. This is not good. Now you're dying. No! Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. Do I get any special privileges as a community manager? Yeah. You know, as Turbine employees, we clearly don't have to purchase expansion packs or upcoming content. We sort of get, you know, all the new stuff for free. We do get a stipend of Turbine points, which is quite generous, to allow us to purchase new things and test things out too. A lot of times, like specifically me, I'll read a forum report or something and I'll be like, well, I was going to go in game and check it out, see if that's a thing. And so we'll use it for both business and pleasure there. We do get the, you know, some various perks for working at Warner Brothers, some free movies and things like that. That's always pretty cool. But our play characters, and we don't pay for VIP or whatever, it's sort of like a lifetime account. So, you know, yeah, those are all perks. But in terms of our game characters in particular, they are the same characters as everyone else's. There's no, like, kind of special admin bonus or anything like that to your regular play characters. And we do have admins, like I do have an official Cordovan admin account, but you don't really use that to play with anything. It's just not really how it works. So... And bagels. Yeah, we do get bagels on Friday. We get free fruit, like bananas and apples and stuff. That's always really nice. And there are some, yeah, there's some really nice perks. For sure. Oh, my friends. How do I respond with codes for donations? By email. I heard you mention YouTube, a worthy cause, by the way. So the way it works is if you donate to Extra Life and you want one of the incentives and freebies and that sort of thing, get in touch with me through the forums in particular if you can. If you don't use the forums, you know, Facebook or Twitter or whatever else works. And I'm going to be putting together basically a spreadsheet of things like, I need your character name and all that, clearly, to be able to mail you something in-game. So I'm going to be using the information you provide, and whenever I can in the evenings, like, say, Monday, Tuesday evening when I'm done with work, I'm going to set aside, you know, half hour or so to start distributing that stuff inside of the game. So periodically, at least a couple times a week, I'll be doing that really for as long as I need to until it's all done. So... Are we going to offer lifetime accounts in the future? No.
Sweet-eyed Melon.
Saruman's treachery has delayed me too long. I can only hope that Frodo and Sam have left the Shire. Without my aid, their road will be a perilous one. Frodo must rely upon the Rangers and your prowess to see him to the end.
Cool. That's cool. World of Middle-earth, I'll answer that in a little bit. Lorien and Rohan housing, yeah, ever since we brought out premium housing, we've had quite a few people say, now bring it here, and here, and here, and here. None of you are wrong. Hey, that's some better leggings. Excuse me.
Stay a moment.
Alright, looks like I'm heading to Bree. Strider, I know that guy. Oh, I got a ways to go. Alright. Wonder if I can travel there.
At your service and your families.
If I recall, Dweeland would get me closer, right? Oh no. Well, alright, yeah. Looks like I'm gonna be traveling. Alright, let me take a little break then, before I do that. I'll give away a code. Do we get free snacks? Yeah. Yep. Oh, hey, Eldolith. Yep. So, here's a topic that's brought up by the world of Middle-earth. Can you tell me a little bit about the things I like about Lord of the Rings Online and how it differs from the other game, Dungeons & Dragons Online? Like I said, I kind of don't want to cross-pollinate the two games in terms of talk too much, but yeah, I can answer that question a little bit when I come back. And then, time to Blessing of the Valar to 95. Now, I want to actually play my way up through the levels for a while, because I think it'll be good for me to help learn the game. After Mordor comes out, how much longer until LOTRO would run out of content to produce? I'm going to guess a very, very long time. I have a feeling it's never going to be a matter of we've run out of things to do, but it's rather always going to be a matter of there's too many things we would like to do, and we can never do everything we want. I mean, if you just think about the vastness of Middle-earth and all the different stories and places you could go and things you could do and tales you could tell and regions to visit and what have you. I mean, it's unlimited. I mean, we could develop probably 100 years here and still not see everything. So, you know, that's the way it goes, right? All right, I am going to take a very brief break just to stretch my legs and that, and I will be back in about 5 minutes or so. And I'll do a giveaway here as well. So until then, I'm going to put on some music and see what we can do there. Where'd that go? Oh, this one. Go. All right, back in a little bit.